Hello, you know what time it is? It's time for another TikTok React. It's been a while I last shot a TikTok React video. So let's do one for the books. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Very important. This one is interesting. Watch it and tell me what you think. Let's get into it.
Men and pride. You know how you be in church or anywhere at all and your eyes will just be, surveying the area. I was literally just looking around and my eyes met with this guy. When he met, I kept looking to see if he would remove his eyes. This guy was looking at me, so I was like, okay, you win. I took my eyes off. We shared the grace, looked again, and this guy was looking at me. I'm like, calm down, nigga, chill. Right, so because he was looking at me, I had to like look intensely to see if I actually know this person. Because why are you looking at me like that? So I was looking, I was like, I don't know this person. No. I took my eyes off. So after church, everybody was leaving and I stayed back to call my friend to see if she was in church, but she didn't come for that service. So I was like, okay, great. I was leaving. When I was leaving, yes, now my eyes saw him leaving too. So, but to be honest, trust me, guys, nothing. I did not think anything to it.
Okay.
I was just walking, and I noticed that this guy was, trying to move really close to me, and I said, "Hey, problem."
Now, can we all agree that if you make eye contact and maintain the eye contact, it's a sign of invitation? I don't know if it has changed over the years, but I feel like when you've made eye contact with somebody and you keep on making eye contact, it's a sign that, okay, you can come talk to me or something like that. I don't know, but tell me what you think in the comment section. But left for me, I would say if you've made eye contact like that several times during a church service or whatever, it's an invitation for him to come talk to you. But maybe I'm wrong.
We went out of the church and this guy came to meet me. In fact, I went to make an inquiry. I went to the information desk to make an inquiry so that you know that I was not even nothing. Then he walked up to me and
why is she just hell-bent on saying that she never had anything in mind for the guy? She's just saying it and saying it, reiterating it in different ways. It's not a bad thing if you've made eye contact with somebody and you feel like, okay, this guy might be interesting. Nobody is holding you to it. Nobody is saying it's wrong or anything, but the way she's just making a point of saying that she had nothing in mind, that she was just doing it for doing its sake. For me, I feel like maybe there might be something that she's not telling us.
Hi. I said hi. Do you know the first thing that came out of this guy's mouth? You knew I was going to come to you. And I said, how was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know? I didn't say it in that way, but in my mind, I was like, how was I supposed to know?
How wouldn't you know when you've made that kind of eye contact? It's only but natural that he comes up to you. Because I know that I've seen a whole lot of videos of ladies that said that they made eye contact with a guy and they expected him to step up and talk to her, but he never did that men should do better, this and that. At the end of the day, these ladies, they don't know what they want. So most times, you just have to go with your guts. You get, just like the way he went with his guts and spoke with her. Sometimes you take the L. Definitely you take the L if you continue going with your guts, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's certain.
I was looking at you and you were looking at me. The way you were saying it wasn't even in a joking manner or something. He was really serious. I'm like, what is Chuku Nadim? What is it? Who is this one? But I was like, okay. My mind like, what is it? And I said, where am I headed? I said, of course I'm going home. And I said, okay, because I was already booking a ride and he saw my phone. He said, oh, he'll drop me off at home. I said, don't worry, I'll take it. He said, no, I'm actually going his route, so he'll just drop me off. I'm like, okay, fine, no problem. We're going, and he's a nice person. We're talking about God and all of that. We're just gisting, and the conversation was really nice, to be honest. But then he dropped me. I asked him to drop me close to my house, not my house. You know what this guy said? He said he's not going to collect my number. He's going to leave it to fate. Anytime he sees me again, he's going to get my number. Then he will know that, yes, that is it. I said, your mind, you.
Please, I don't understand what the guy did wrong here. Like she said, the guy is cool, the conversation went smoothly, and the guy was not imposing. Maybe the only thing I feel like she's complaining about is that he's too confident in himself. Is there anything like being too confident? In their head, they feel like you are on top of the world, and you feel like you can just walk up to any lady and talk to her and you get your way with her. Maybe I feel like that's the way they will perceive it. But sometimes it's not like that. It's not like if he goes around talking to every lady he sees. It's just that maybe the way the light shone on you that day, it brought out this view, and he saw you and he was interested to talking to you. And maybe the way your eyes spoke to each other, and he enjoyed that little moment you shared together in church. But for her to say that, for her to complain about him, saying the next time they see that he should leave it up to fate, I feel like that's the best move for him as a guy. He should leave it up to fate. But if she insists on giving you the number there and then, good and fine. But if you have to leave it up to fate, it's still good and fine. You don't need to overextend yourself. We are living in a world of opulence. You don't have to feel like if you lose this one, you never get anything better than it, or you never get a person better than her. That's what I feel.
Okay, oh, me, I'm good. I love men that give you things or do things for you without attachment. When he said that, I was like, okay, thank you. And I left. We haven't seen after then. And that's since church, right? In fact, I stopped going to that branch and I started going to another branch. So would you say it's fate or it's just pride? I think it's pride. I don't think it's fate or it's pride. Igbo men and pride.
I don't think it is pride on his end. I think maybe she's feeling like she's better than him, or he's not up to her standard. Because if she views him as being that ideal man, but the way she described him okay, as he's okay, their conversation went well. But I don't know the reason why it is pride on her end. That's what I feel. It is not pride on his end. Yeah, for you to build that confidence as a man, you must have passed through certain things. And once you pass through those things, you build confidence, you build all of these things that you need to build to acquire certain things from life and out of life. So when you are talking to somebody like that and they don't want to play into what you are saying, it is okay for you to let it go. It is okay for you to just take your L and move on.
And we are gisting. We're talking about people that are getting married, people that are pregnant. We are talking about our schoolmates, people that we know that everybody just they marry. Like say
We be chicken.
like say we be teenagers. Say, how can that girl just get pregnant? How can that girl just you don't marry? We didn't even get.
This is a very serious conversation to have, because I remember when we graduated, after a couple of years, the lady started getting married. I didn't feel any pressure. I didn't feel any need to chime into that, because I still had so many things in my mind. I still even have so many things in my mind to walk through, that you won't start to think about marriage or the next phase of relationship even when you are dating. So with that being said, right now it is the guy's turn now. Most of my guy friends, they are getting married, and somehow you start feeling, man, what am I doing with my life? Is it not time for me to get married? But you won't get into a union, you won't get into a marriage just because of your friends are getting married. You have to do it when you are ready, when you are financially ready, mentally ready, spiritually ready, and whatever. Let's continue.
Facts. This you still get toaster. Me, I don't even get toaster. I don't get toaster. I don't get talking stage. I don't get. You still get talking stage. You dey crazy. Will you shut up your mouth there?
Talking stage, oh.
You get prospects.
Prospect.
They're not the. Why they cast it? Hey! But guys, is it only me that is in my in my late 20s? Because
No,
I don't
it's only you. We, us.
I don't dey late 20s. I don't get mad. I don't get talking stage. I don't use bad attitude chase everybody. And my mates are getting married every Saturday.
I know she's just joking, but come on, the pressure comes. The pressure comes. There are certain times that you feel like, man, what am I doing with my life? There's this sense of purpose that comes with starting up a family, having kids, training your kids, and paving the way for the next generation to come. There's this purpose that it comes with, that you have a person depending on you. It gives your life meaning. No matter the kind of money you have and you don't have meaning to your life becomes boring and it becomes worthless. And the worst thing that can happen to you as a person is to have a boring life. A life without meaning is a boring life. And for most ladies, how they get their sense of meaning is when they have kids. I know it's not for everybody, but for the vast majority, how they get meaning out of life is by having kids. That's why most times than not, for a guy to have meaning in his life, he needs to toil, he needs to work hard for him to get that sense of meaning that a lady can get by just bringing kids into the world.
Mo bá yẹn fáwọn yẹn ṣe yẹn pọ́ lóyún.
We're not even getting your
Them they get mad. We don't even get person.
boy. We don't no, they get mad. We don't even get boy.
Boy.
Push up, chop.
We don't chop. The only thing we do is eat. Guys, help. What's going on? Is there where they are plugging man?
I swear,
Tell us so that we can go and plug.
Please.
Plug us to
Share
where they are
this.
plugging. Where they are plugging man. I really need to plug a man. Like,
Man,
I need to
don't
go
be
on a
boy.
date before December. I promise.
Before August.
No, I'm okay. Me only good attitude then. But take time.
There's this thing that I read on Reddit, that if somebody tells you who they are, believe it. She has been saying that she has bad attitude. This is not the first time she's saying it. She has said it previously. I ignored it previously, but she's just saying it. And for you to be in a relationship, you're not just going into a relationship to date yourself. There are certain sacrifices that you need to make. There are certain things that you would have to do that you wouldn't do if you were not in a relationship. So you need to work on yourself and you need to think outside yourself to be in a healthy and productive relationship. That's what I think. And I know it's funny right now. She's just saying it and she's laughing about it, but it's not funny. We all know that there comes a time, especially in a woman's life. I'm not saying that guys don't have the same pressure. Guys face the same pressure, but I feel like in our society, the level at which guys face this pressure, you can't compare it with the level ladies face the pressure of getting married, getting a man, and starting up a family. It is different. Just the way guys are being pressured to make money, to make meaning, and to make something out of themselves. It's not like if ladies are not being pressured to do that, but it is not at the same level. That's what I mean.
Why do Nigerian mothers or Nigerian people in general? There's something I hate. I told one of my friend that I don't like this idea of Nigerian mothers. Yes, our mothers, the way they are prioritizing marriage. Like, for example, my mom. I'll use her as an example. Every single thing. Oh my God, it's so annoying. Every single thing you do, like every single thing you do, is always going to be channeled to.
I can understand, yeah, that you are young, you're in your early 20s, you're in your mid-20s. I feel like maybe from your mid-20s, you've started prioritizing it yourself because nobody will tell you. You would know when the time is right. Just the way I used to laugh whenever they asked me if I was married. Nido, are you married? I'll be like, ha, I better go. What kind of question is that? But now it's no longer as funny as it used to be. In your early 20s, you don't prioritize these things. And you tend to just live your life. Even if you're not dating, even if you're not sleeping around, you just want to accomplish several things. But if you continue pursuing your career, pursuing these things, it takes time for you to get them. Yeah, it takes time for you to get them. That's why most times guys marry later in life. But you don't have that benefit of marrying that late in life based on your biological clock. I know that nobody likes hearing about these things, but that's just a fact. So it's always nice that as you are pursuing anything that you are pursuing, be it a business, education, career, you should always have in the back of your mind that you want, even if you are not thinking about marriage at that particular point in time, you still have to factor marriage in the future. When you are dating, you date with the intention of settling down in mind. If you are doing anything with a guy, you do it with the intention that, okay, this guy is somebody I see myself being with at the end of the day. That's how you should be processing it.
Like, I know I'm going to get married, thank God, yeah, I'll have kids, but okay, you made a mistake. Let me say you are sweeping and you did not sweep someplace correctly. The next thing she will say is that, is that how you do in your husband's house? Husband this, if it's with husband. The husband people are even happy like that. They are not even, I'm not even seeing them. Thank you. I cannot even remember the last time I saw a guy that is like husband material. Everybody's just, they are just, no.
Please, let's not get this thing twisted. I see people saying this all too often. Yeah, they'll be like, these ladies, they are not nice, they are not wifey material, they are bad eggs, that they are prioritizing the wrong things. These guys, they are just looking for who they would sleep with. They are not thinking about the future. They don't have me in mind. Definitely you see those kind of guys. I'm not saying that those guys don't exist, but you still see the guys that will take you seriously, the guys that will prioritize you, the guys that take your feelings into consideration, vice versa for the guys. You still see ladies that are homely, ladies that will make your life perfect, but it might not come the way that you envision it, but you can build something out of it. There's always a sacrifice to be made. There are things that you drop off, there are things that you pick up, because no two relationship can ever be the same. You can't get a person and mold the person into what they are not. The person can only grow into what they are. You can select the best things out of themselves and for them to exhibit those things. And the things that you don't like, you have a conversation and find a way to mitigate those things that you don't like and amplify those things that you truly value in that partner.
You have been hyping. Are these the husbands? I don't want that. I'm sorry. This is not what I planned for myself. No. So please, I've told myself that if I like have my own kids and stuff, I want you to learn how to do house chores. I want you to learn how to cook. I want you to learn how to talk properly, learn how to dress for your own benefit. You get? For your own benefit, not because some man is waiting for you or because of one boy somewhere. Because just so you could please him. So you have to, no, don't do that. Even as a girl, I don't like the fact that some girls maybe they are dressing because, no, do it for yourself. If you like short things, rock your short skirts. Rock your short gowns if that's what you like. Don't say it's because of some foolish boy one side.
People will have different takes on this particular thing. I'm dressing for myself. I'm not dressing to impress anybody. I'm just doing this for myself. That's the reason why I'm making up. That's the reason why I'm putting lashes. That's the reason why I'm wearing this kind of gown. What do they even call those kind of gown? A shower gown. Yeah. That's the reason why I'm putting it on. Because I'm doing it for myself. But if we are telling ourselves the truth, those things are not all that comfortable. Because in your house, when you are all alone, you don't wear those kind of things. So whether you admit it or not, you are doing it for the male gaze. You are doing it for the male. Even if you are not doing it for the male gaze per se, you are doing it for other people. For other people to perceive you a certain way. Because you dress in a way for people to look at you a certain way. I don't know if that made any sense.
Doesn't make any sense. Okay.
With that, we've come to the end of this particular video. Trust you liked it, trust you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about any of the clips. Did I say things that you vibe with? Did I say things that made sense? Or what I said did not make any sense at all? Leave it for me in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. It's very important for this channel to grow. I've been putting in so much work on this channel. Please subscribe. Very important. With that, bye.